Good afternoon. Today I'm going to teach you how to add and subtract decimals. Some of you may already know how to do this, or some of you used to know how to do this, but you've forgotten. So let's look at an example. We have 3.75 plus 9.35. And I know it's really hard to add when it's more complicated numbers horizontally. So let's just rewrite our problem. We have 3.75 plus 9.35. And I'm going to draw my line underneath it. Now I know you're thinking, well, you made it easy. They both end in 5, right? Sure, that's true. The fact that we end with the 5, it's going to make a nice, pretty number, quote unquote. And I'll show you a couple things that will happen here. So it's a special case. So 5 plus 5 is, of course, 10. Leaving you with a 0. Carry the 1. And 7 and 3 make 10. Plus the 1 is 11. Carry the 1. Now, 3 and 9 is 12. Plus 1 more, 13. Now, the important thing to note here is, notice when I rewrote the problem from here to here, the decimals must line up. You must line those decimals up. So, the decimal that comes straight down. When you add or subtract decimals, you have to line them up. Otherwise, we've got ourselves a bit of a mess. So, now let's also talk about that special case I told you about. Since I said it's going to end in a 0, it's going to be nice and pretty, it's a special case. Your answer can also be written 13 and 1/10. Here you can see that it was a tenth because there's 0 on the hundredths place. But this is a better way to write it in most cases. There are some cases where the teacher will tell you, or a parent will tell you, or your boss, or whoever you're doing work for, hey, make sure you get rid of that end 0, or they'll tell you keep the 0 at the end because you're going to want to round to the hundredth place. If they say round to the hundredths place, you want to make sure that 0 is there because that shows that you were in the hundredths place. Another way you could have done a problem, we could have another one, so I'm going to go off to the right a little bit. Let's say we have two numbers that we have to add. Let's say 8.7. Plus 3.27. Now, we line the decimal up like we're supposed to, but there's nothing in this space. Now, is there a number out there that we could use to take the form of nothing? It means there's an absence. Yeah, when you have nothing, you have 0. So if you're out of money, you're at $0. So there's the 0. It's a good placeholder. So 0 plus 7 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. 8 plus 3 is 11. And remember, adding decimals, just bring that period down, or that decimal. Some of you are going to go, it's a period. No, it's not. We're not in English class right now. It's a decimal. I'm sorry. So that's how you add decimals. That's the long story shortened down for you. Now let's look at a couple of subtraction problems. Subtraction says 15.37 minus 12.26. Draw your line underneath it, saying that that's going to be your answer there. So 7 minus 6, 1. 3 minus 2, also 1. 5 minus 2, 3. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So you can either write the 0 or you don't have to. I'm not going to. I kind of traced it lightly. You might be able to see it faintly there. Now, just like with addition, you line the decimals up and then you just bring it down. So it's 3.11. The proper math way to read that is 3 and 11 hundredths. Let's do one more example. I'm going to do 987.65. Some of you are clever enough to see what I did there. Minus 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so 987 and 65 hundredths minus 43 and 21 hundredths. Draw your line. 5 minus 1 is 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. 7 minus 3, 4. 8 minus 4, 4. And 9 minus 0 is 9. So you have 944 and 44 hundredths. Now, I hope this helps everybody who's able to watch this learn. And remember, if you already learned it, how to add and subtract. So we have our addition up here and our subtraction here when it comes to decimals. Remember, when you add and subtract decimals, you must line the decimal up. You have to line the decimal up. If you add and subtract decimals, line the decimals up. Thank you for watching and have a great day.